Hello, Charlie.
Hi, Mr. Joseph.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. How has your week been with practicing all your little assignments?
I practiced a lot this week.
Good. Did you do what we agreed upon?
Yes, I
Okay,
did
very good.
everything.
I'm very glad. Um, so tell me, do you have any siblings?
I have two siblings. I have Anna and Jake.
Oh, and how old are they?
23 and 20.
All right. So you're really a late sibling, aren't you?
My mom says I was an accident.
Okay. Well, um, all right. Um, I was gonna say, well, accidents happen, but then I said that wouldn't be good. So, all right. So, tell me, do you like your older brother and your older sister?
Yeah.
Do you get in fights with them at all? Do they tell you you're annoying or to go
Mm,
play somewhere else or something like that?
Anna tells me I'm annoying sometimes.
Mm. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I have three sisters, and they're all in their 40s, late 40s at that. Um, so we're about in the same boat here, really older siblings. Um, what else could I ask? um, I don't know. Let's just move on.
Okay.
All right. So on to the review. I gave you a few different assignments, and you were supposed to see if you could find a low and a high sound from items around your house.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any items for that?
Yes. This
Oh,
is my low sound, and this is my high sound.
that one's staying in.
That was what?
that one's staying in. um, okay, so great. I'm glad that you were able to do that. So why do you think that your big giant your pretzel container would make a lower sound than your water bottle?
Because it's bigger.
Yeah, and
Pretzels?
sure, why not? Pretzels are magical. And why do you think the your water bottle might make a higher sound?
It's really small.
That's true. It's also thinner. There's less material to make it, and so it crinkles a lot more, which gives it that other high pitched sound. All right. So the second thing that you're supposed to do was play and practice your Mud Games in May piece.
Mm-hmm.
So can we go ahead and do that, please?
Run and jump, splat. Do it like that. We love to play mud games in May.
That's so good, Charlie. That was really good. I'm really proud of you. You didn't seem to have any problems with that whatsoever.
Nope, I practice a lot.
I'm so glad. Thank you so much for practicing and just being a good student and being able to do this piece. All right, then the last thing that we just need to go over that was from last week, and that's something for both of us to do. You remember you're supposed to practice your part for the engine family.
Mm-hmm. What book was that in?
That was in the theory book.
Oh.
So when it comes to your part, I want you to bang that. I want you to bang those black notes as hard as you can.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead. And we'll start in 3, 2, and we'll start with the big red engine and make our way down to the baby blue.
Okay.
So in 3, 2, 1. Big red engine racing down the track.
Choo, choo, choo.
We'll be right back. Yay! All right, on to the next one. Little green engine racing down the track.
Choo, choo, choo.
We'll be right back. And last but not least, baby blue engine racing down the track.
Choo, choo, choo.
We'll be right back. Yay! Woo! Yay, Charlie! All right, so I want to do a little test here. And then after that, we'll go ahead and move on. I'm just going to play one of the random verses and see if you can remember, and see if you can catch on to which one it is and remember which range to play your black notes.
So high or medium or low?
Yeah. All right. Little green engine racing down the track.
Choo, choo, choo.
We'll be right back. Okay, and let's do big red engine racing down the track.
Choo, choo, choo.
We'll be right back. And then last but not least, baby blue engine racing down the track.
Choo, choo, choo.
We'll be right back. All right, yay, cool, yeah, woo, you did it. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do today, we're gonna do some more practicing of like high and low sounds. And the first thing I wanna do, I printed out this sheet for us to do. It's called the Bear City Game. You see all these bears and they look like they're doing different activities, huh? All right, so what I want you to do, I'm gonna have you choose 2 of these bears and we'll go ahead and do them one at a time. And I want you to compose a little piece for me on your piano of what they're doing, what might that sound like on the piano. So go ahead and choose your first.
Is that one banging on a drum?
Yes.
Okay.
A little teddy bear. Is that your first choice? Okay. So let's go ahead and see what that sounds like on the piano. That bear is going wild, man. He really wants that picnic food. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our second one then.
Dancing.
This one?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and show me. That was so lovely, Charlie. I just took my breath away with how graceful and elegant that was for such a young pianist.
Just on a quick side note, that was definitely supposed to be in 3/4 and definitely was not in 3/4.
Well, you know, that's okay because Charlie hasn't learned time signatures
That's
yet.
right. Charlie did great.
Okay, so that was great. Let's go ahead and move back into our theory book. And I want you to open it up to page 7. And on the page 7, you're going to see these 4 columns. You know, you have the birds at the top, you have the frogs at the bottom. You can color the frog and the bird and anything in between if you want to in your own spare time. But for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a short little like melodic line, short little song, and I want you to tell me if that song sounds like it's in the high register, if it sounds in the low register. And then you're going to circle the animal accordingly. You're going to need to circle the animal to match.
Okay.
All right. Cool. So then the first one I play, if you notice your columns have 1 through 4 written in their corners. For the first one, go ahead and just stick to the one to the farthest left, number 1. And we'll go ahead and do it.
Bird.
Yes. Very good. All right.
Frog.
Oh, sorry. No, we don't need to worry about the first column anymore. So every time I move on to a new, every time I move on to a new little song, you can go ahead and move to a new column. All right?
Frog.
All right. Very good.
Bird.
Yay!
Frog.
Yay!
Sorry, I'm just trying to find these melodies because
they're on page 44.
Oh, look at
that. Okay, I guess that was 5 minutes.
It was definitely 5 minutes. Sorry, I could have messed up a few along the way. My bad.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll go ahead and move on and maybe just spend a little bit more time on the beat training thing. All right. So next, we're going to do a little exercise. I'm going to teach you a new little song called Little Tommy Tinker. And so I'm glad that you still have your big giant pretzel container drum because we're going to be using that a lot. All right, so I will go ahead and demonstrate Little Tommy Tinker to you, and then we'll go ahead and do it together. It's just simple. So you have your drum here, and we're just going to be with it. And we're going to walk around in a circle, and I'll sing the song for you, and then we'll go ahead and do it together. So we're going to go. Little Tommy Tinker sat his finest clinker until he began to cry. Wah, wah, poor unfortunate guy. You think that looks fun? All right, then let's go ahead and do it. So go ahead and get up out of your seat. All right, so get your spoon ready, your nice little beater, and on 3, 2, 1, we'll go ahead and do it. Okay.
Wait, I don't know the words.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. So the words are gonna go. Little Tommy Tinker sat upon a clinker until he began to cry. And then on the wahs, you're gonna go wah, wah, poor unfortunate guy.
Okay.
All right, cool. And don't worry if you mess up at all. We're just here to have fun. All right, so we'll go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1. Little Tommy Tinker sat upon a clinker till he began to cry. Wah, wah, poor unfortunate guy. Woo, yeah! All right, do you think you can do it one time by yourself?
Yes, definitely.
All right.
Little Tommy Tinker sat upon a clinker till he began to cry. Wah, wah, for a little guy.
Yeah! Woo! You did it, Charlie. I'm so proud of you. Okay. So I hope that was fun. We're going to be using our little drum and our spoon to hit it a lot more, so go ahead and bring it next week as well. All right. So then the last thing that, not the last thing, but the next thing that we're going to be doing is it's time for you to learn a new piece.
Woo!
Yeah, woo, 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 woo.
Yay!
Yippee-ki-yay! Yeah, this is right. Okay. So go ahead and take your piano party book with your Toucan Sam here. And we'll go ahead and open to page 12 and 13. All right, so you have a song now called Pete the Painter. And you see, what do you see on the page?
Elephant and a mouse and a ladder.
What is the elephant doing on the left side?
He's going up the ladder and he's gonna paint.
Yes, and what is he doing on the right side?
He's falling down.
And why is he gonna fall down?
I don't know, but there's a mouse.
So, what does Pete the Painter's face look like? What does the elephant's face look like when he's all falling down the ladder?
He looks sad and scared.
All right, and why do you think he might be sad and scared when the mouse is so happy?
Maybe he doesn't like the mouse. Maybe he's
right
racist.
On the nose, Charlie. What did you just say?
Maybe he's racist.
Okay, I'm gonna have to have a serious talk with your parents later, but don't you worry about that.
No, I gotta have fun here.
I know. I literally wrote in my I'm gonna literally write in today's lesson reflection, Connor as a 7-year-old is really keeping me on my toes with these odd and troubling remarks. All right. So actually, did you know that elephants are afraid of mice?
I did, but they're so small.
Yeah, they're so small. And you would think, why is such a big elephant afraid of such a little mouse? And that might just be because he's so small that they can't see him. They don't know where he's going.
Oh.
All right, so why don't you read the lyrics for me? And we'll go ahead and start with the ones on the left page.
Pete climbs up step by step to paint our house.
Yes. And what do they say on the right side?
Pete runs down step by step. He saw a mouse.
Yes, he did. All right, so let's go ahead and take those. And we're going to take our drums back out with our little beaters. And we're going to beat along to those lyrics. So let's go ahead and I'll demonstrate once for you. And we're going to go. Pete climbs up step by step to paint our house. Pete runs down step by step. He saw a mouse. All right. So let's go ahead and do it, and you can say the lyrics with me. And let's go ahead and do it in 3, 2, 1. Pete climbs up, step by step, to paint our house.
Pete runs down
Step by step, he saw a mouse. Yay! Okay. All right, so now let's go ahead and on my page, and we'll go ahead and do our little rhythm game. So we've been doing our walking and our sliding. So let's go ahead and stand up and do that. All right. So go ahead and go a little slower. We'll go ahead and do it together here. And let's go ahead and do it in 3, 2, 1. Pete climbs up, step by step, to paint our house. Pete runs down, step by step. He saw a mouse. All right. Do you think you got that pretty down?
Yes.
Cool. Then let's sit back down. All right. So we'll go ahead and play this piece with each other here. And what can you tell me about the triangles that is similar to the piece you played last week, Mud Games in May?
It has little triangles and big
And what do we
triangles.
do for the little triangles? Yes. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll just do the first line here. And then we'll do the second line after that. So let's go ahead and start just at the beginning here. I should probably open it up to my page again so I know what I'm doing. And we're going to head and start on the group of 3 black keys, 2 times below the middle D there. Yes, very good. Let's go ahead and take our fingers and we'll go in 3, 2, 1. 3 times up, step by step, to paint our house. Pete runs down, step by step. He saw a mouse. All right. Can you go ahead and do that while singing the lyrics for me?
Climbs up step by step to paint our house. Pete runs down step by step. He saw a mouse.
That's so good. All right. So for your assignment with this, you're going to go ahead and take that piece and you're going to practice it for me. And I want you to practice it for 15 minutes a day until our next lesson. I know it's a little more than last week, but I think you can do it. I think you can do it. All right, so then the last thing I want to do with you today is we're going to do some more work with our fingers and hands. And we'll go ahead and open up our theory books to pages 12 and 13. All right, and the page says recognizing finger numbers. And it's got all these hands with large numbers in them. So you can just go ahead and take your pencil here. But it says color the finger that is the same as the number on the hand. So what do you think that might mean if I ask you to color the finger on this hand with the 5 right here?
I have to color finger 5.
Yes. And then it says color right hand's blue and color left hand, or color right hand's red and color left hand's blue. I think there's an error that I just noticed. So let's go ahead, and we're only going to do page 12 today, and we can do page 13 next time. So let's go ahead and let's do that right now. And instead of coloring them red or blue, we'll just go ahead and write the letter for what hand it is, either R or L. So taking that hand with the 5 in it, what finger are we going to color?
This one.
Yes.
Okay, it's colored.
And which hand is it? Is it the left hand or is it the right hand?
Right hand.
Yes. So go ahead and write a big R.
R.
Now, how about that? Now, how about the one with the big orange 2 in it?
This one.
Yes. So let's go ahead and color it. And which hand is it?
Left.
Very good. So let's go ahead and write a big L. All right. So for the next week, I'm going to have you do page 13 by yourself. And then let's go ahead and turn the page back one, page 10 and 11. And I want you to go ahead and do these 2 pages as well. Do you think you can do that for me?
Mm-hmm.
Now on page 10, can you read me the instructions under the words matching numbers?
Color each butterfly to match the flower with the same number.
Yes. All right. And on page 11, under left hand and right hand pairs, what do you, can you read the instructions for me for that as well?
1. Label each colored hand L or R.
Yeah.
2. Draw a line from a colored hand to the blank hand that is opposite. 3. Color the blank hand to match its mate.
So what do you think the opposite one means?
Like left and right.
Yeah. All right. So you're going to go ahead and follow those instructions and bring them back to me by next week.
Okay.
All right. So to review, you have to practice your new piece, Pete the Painter, and do the pages in the theory book that I've assigned to you. All right. Then I'll see you next week, Charlie. It was a good lesson today. I hope you had fun.
I did. Thank you,
Yay.
Joseph.
All right. Goodbye, Charlie.
Bye.